Are there people that cannot be cured? This reminds me the words of one of my professors who often say that there are no incurable diseases, but there are incurable human beings. Well, what does that mean? It means that if you are talking about natural medicine, they have a way they operate. They raise the frequency of ailing organs and restore them back to normal. But this is based on certain principles. For example, what are the reasons behind this frequency that has dropped? What are the underlying factors? What is causing? Let us pick, for example, maybe in your own case or in the case of Mr. A, it is anger. Now, in which case, yes, you can take medication to raise the frequency of the organs. But when you expose yourself to anger, it means that it's going to drop again. So a human being or a patient that consistently exposes himself or herself to anger, as an example, will remain incurable. As simple as that. The day he, however, decides to drop or to conquer anger, then you discover that you damage. Every disease has an underlying factor, underlying causes. Now, one of the beauty of natural medicine is discovering these underlying factors, point it out to a patient, so that as you are treating the patient on his or her own part is making sure that these underlying factors are not recurring. Let me give you an example. Consumption of food that are not natural, as an example, which will continuously make toxins to be building up in the system. Okay. Now, if toxin has been the underlying factor for the sickness of the particular person, and you are giving medication to detoxify the system, but this person keeps eating denatured food or food that are not natural, that's making the toxin to keep on building up, then it makes the job, it makes it work. It can end. And that's just one. Another example is when you eat certain food that are not compatible to the nature of your blood. If you are treating the disease that already coming to being as a result of consuming food that are not compatible to the nature of your blood, and you are not being treated so that these organs can come back to their normal resonance, but you keep eating this type of food, then how are you going to be killed? Or is it water we should talk about? What is another very serious factor here? Cellular dehydration. Cellular dehydration. The organs are sick because you are grossly dehydrated. You have been advised to be drinking water, drink natural water, but you refuse to drink water because you see, I'm not the type that drink water. They are treating you so that you can get water, but you are not drinking water, so there is cellular dehydration that is reoccurring. So how are you going to get well? Is the emotion we want to talk about? Negative emotions for that matter. There are so many negative emotions. The lack of fear, worry, anxiety, apprehension, anger, hatred, malice, resentment, bitterness, unhappiness, jealousy, greed, unforgiveness, moodiness, gloominess. There are many. If you consistently allow these to take on form within you, they change your aura. They stimulate the brain to release negative energy. And when the blood absorbs this, it poisons everywhere. How are you going to get where despite the prayer? So it is very important that you take note of the underlying factors. When you're able to take note of the underlying factors and take care of them, only then can you be talking of possibility of being cured. So, in reality, there are some people that cannot be cured. Only those can be cured who observe the rule, what we call treatment rules. Thank you for listening, and see you some other time on Ask Dr. Shaye.